We all look forward to the day we can retire, even though for some of us it's decades away. There are steps you should be taking right now. This morning, financial expert Chris Hogan joins us with 4 things you should be doing today to prepare for tomorrow. Chris, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
First off is a question that you ask, which people need to kind of delve into before they start anything. And your question is, what does retirement look like for you? Everybody should ask this of themselves, right?
They really should, because you need to identify your dream. Do you want to travel? Do you want to spend time with family? Do you want to start a business? What is it? And the more you plug into that dream, the more you're going to be willing to make sacrifices to achieve it.
Chris, next on your list is figure out your financial number. This is, I suppose, different for different people.
It really is. I mean, everyone wants to, they know their dream for retirement. And once they figure it out, now it's time to understand exactly how much money is it going to take. And so I want people to kind of sit down and plug into a tool that I put together to help people in this area. And it's called the RIQ, the Retire Inspired Quotient. And they can find that on my website at chrishogan360.com, where you just plug in some basic information to help you start to understand how much money am I going to need to live this dream that I'm desiring.
Another question and to figure things out is where you are versus where you want to be. What do you mean by this?
Well, people they start where they are, and then they have this idea of what their dream is. So now it's time to close the gap, the distance between where you want to be and where you are. And I think the more people sit down and start to plug into this and start to look at it, they can understand what sacrifices are they willing to make. They can start to budget a little bit closer. There's a saying, you can tell money where to go or you can wonder where it went. And so when you budget, you give yourself a raise, but you also give yourself an opportunity to make progress in the right direction.
And of course, you want to make a plan and plan for the future. Chris, how many, unfortunately, sad cases have you seen where people get near that retirement age and have just done nothing? It happens a lot, doesn't it?
Well, it really does. And a lot of people, they look up and they're a lot closer and they realize, oh my goodness, I'm getting closer to this age. And what I want people to understand is this: retirement is not an age, it's a financial number. And so what you have to do is understand, where are you and what are you going to do to help yourself get there? Are you going to take on an extra job to bring in extra income, to try to make progress and make up for some lost time? See, you're never too young to start saving for retirement, and you're never too old to get started either. What I want people to do is wake up, look at where they are right now, and start to make progress in the right direction. No more waiting.
And a financial expert like yourself, do you recommend people go locally, find somebody to help them walk them through the years?
Well, it's so important. Retirement is such a big area. It's not a 5-minute thing. It can be a 20 or a 30-year thing. And this is not something you want to do alone. So you do want to plug in and find an investment professional in your area, but not just anyone. You want to find someone that has the heart of a teacher. This is someone that wants to help you reach your goals. They're not just trying to sell you some stuff.
Chris Hogan, thanks so much. Valuable information, Dave. Appreciate it. We will have much more on these simple steps on fox45now.com. Just click on Fox 45 in the morning. And thanks, Chris, for your advice.